Hey there, it's Kathy with Be Creative with Kathy, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and paper crafting is my passion, and today I'm going to share a really cute card with you. So this is the new in colors. They've been around since the 1st of May, so they're really new, and they're really pretty. I love all of them, and I'm going to do this card for you today. Now, before I get started, this card was a swap, or I'm sorry, a make and take that I took to a swap that I went to, and I have 4 packets left, so I'm going to make one of them today. And if you're interested in making one of the cards, all you have to do is reach out, email me, text me, however you can get a hold of me, and let me know, and I'll send you a make and take, and then you can make it yourself. And it's fairly easy and doesn't take a lot of supplies, so that'd be fun to get in the mail, and then you can make a card too. Let me show you what I'll be using. I'm going to be using this new Designer Series paper in colors, these new in color resin dots, and the Hooray for Surprises stamp set. Now, I love this stamp set because of 2 things. First of all, it comes with coordinating dies like this, and these make interactive cards, I guess I'm going to call it. So I made this one at Mary's class. This is a cute card, and when you peel this away, it shows this "You are simply amazing." That's what the dies do. They also cut out the little images of the stamp set, but then they have these tearaway pieces in a heart and in this little strip, and that's what the dies look like that coordinate with that stamp set. But if you need a quick card, this stamp set has really good wording in it, I guess you'd say. I like the words in this one, so we're going to use that, and we're going to use a little bit of black Memento ink, and we're going to use a couple punches, and I think I've already forgot the name. I think this is called Happy Labels, but it's that one that makes it look like torn paper at the end. Love this punch, and it has 3 different sizes, so you can cut your paper at 1 inch, 3/4 of an inch, or a 1/2 inch, and slip it in there. I'll show you what I'm talking about when it comes time to make the card. And then we're going to use that happy hexagon, heart-filled hexagon, I don't know, some hexagon punch here too, just for the greeting right here. Now, since I took this as a make and take, I already did, let me see in your kit, yeah, a punch like this, but you'll have to punch your strips yourself. But any pick-a-punch would work at the end, or you could just tear this at the end, and that would take the place of the punch too. Okay, there we go. So if you're interested, this is the exciting news of getting your hands on some of this Designer Series paper, the cheapest way is to go ahead and get the starter kit from Stampin' Up. In May, Stampin' Up has a starter kit special that you need to buy your normal starter kit, which is $125 worth of products, including tax. Stampin' Up will cover the shipping. You also get these 4 products that are all in color. So there's the Stampin' Right markers, the colored cardstock, all 5 of the ink pads, and the Designer Series paper that I'm going to use today that I've cut into these strips. So that's a really good deal. So if you don't have a demonstrator, I'd love for you to be on my team. If you have a demonstrator, make their day and go ahead and get a starter kit and become a demonstrator too. There's lots of perks for being a demonstrator. I've never regretted it, and I've been a demonstrator for like 16 years now. Let's go ahead and get our stamps mounted. I am going to use this Hope Your Birthday is Wonderful, but I'm going to put that on the inside this time, and I'm going to put this Sending Lots of Love on the front. So let's just get those 2 out. Got a couple blocks here somewhere. My desk is pretty messy, but that's how I tend to like it, so that's how it's going to stay. But I got a couple, let's see what blocks these are. These are D blocks. And we're going to just set our stamps on there like that. Bring in our packet. So let's just do our stamping first. This is just thick, basic white, 8.5 by 5.5, a 1/2 sheet of cardstock. I'm going to fold it in half because it's scored here on a 4 1/4 score line. Oop, that goes this way. And I'm going to stamp on the inside. This way, if I happen to make a mistake, I can turn this around and cover it with this layer, and I won't have to get another sheet of paper. A foam mat when you're working with photopolymer stamps is always suggested. It just gives it a better image with these thin lines. Black Memento ink. This is the one that says Hope Your Birthday is Wonderful. This is what I want to stamp on the inside. I'm going to ink it up good, and I'm going to practice one time here. on a scratch paper. Yep, just to make sure. Then maybe I won't have to flip my card onto the other side. Nice photopolymer, you can see through it to make sure it's inked up nice. Try to get it straight, and we're just going to set it there on the cardstock, let that ink sink in. Very simple stamping today. Not too bad, huh? I'll take that. And then that hexagon out of the packet here. Now this is what I did with the punch. I'm going to stamp that sending lots of love. Where did my scratch paper go? Here it is. I'm going to practice one more time with this stamp set too. Okay. And then this time, ink it up really good. And I'm going to lay it in the center. Hope my head don't get in the camera on that little hexagon. Looky there. So far, so good, huh? I do love the sentiments in this stamp set. They will be used many, many times. Okay, let's go ahead now and start punching all those little strips of cardstock. Let me get out my packet here. So I should tell you too, in your packet, I've already taken this new, let me see the names, I can't ever remember the names, the Eyelet 3D embossing folder, and I embossed this piece of cardstock that's going to be the layer. This is just basic white cardstock, 4 inches by 5 1/4. Now let me tell you this too, if you ever don't get the measurements, or if I say something you think, oh Kathy, that's not right, because I do say the wrong thing a lot, you can go to my blog, becreativewithkathy.com, and all the measurements and the supplies that I use today will be on there too, so you can get that. Now I'm going to slip my paper into here, into the smaller, I don't know, smaller tear mark, smaller part. It fits in here because this is 3/4 of an inch of paper, and you can see it slide in those little grooves. Looking back here to make sure my paper is all the way flush with this line up here, and then I just stamp just like, or punch. This is not stamping, this is punching, just like that. And I'm going to do all 5 of them, so you bear with me. While I'm doing that, I'm going to talk to you about I've been pretty busy lately, and I have cards here to show you because I've got all my packets done for Stamp Club. Now, Stamp Club, we meet monthly on Zoom, or I do a video, so if you can't meet on Zoom, you can do your cards by a video, and it's 3 cards. 1 card I make for you, and 2 cards we make together, or you make it by yourself. Excuse me. And it's a 6-month commitment, or it depends how many members we have. And we pick a bundle to use for 2 months, so that way you get a lot of use out of that bundle, plus a lot of ideas. So let me real quick, now that I have these all punched, let me show you those cards. We decide to use the ice cream swirl bundle, for May and June, and I have the cards here. So this is one of them. Now this one, I know it's pretty simple on the front, but when you open it up, look how cute that is. And I had her name, Debra Harrison. Oh shoot, I'll have it in the description, but look how cute. That's one of our cards that we're gonna make. This is a simple card that we're gonna make. Usually we make one kind of complicated fancy fold and one more simple. So this is that. You can see this using that new circle embossing folder. Look how cute that background is there. And then the last card I make for you. So this is what the packet looks like. I send a card like this already made, and that's this month's card. Again, using that ice cream swirl. So you get a bunch of ideas how to use that bundle and maybe get your creative juices flowing so you can make your own ideas too. And that is, like I said, a 6-month, or depending how many members we have, commitment to that. That's what my Stamp Club is all about. Alrighty, let's start putting some more together with our card. I'm going to use some liquid glue here, and I'm going to just glue these, well, in fact, let's put this onto the front of our card first. Let's put this layer on there. When I emboss something like this, dry emboss, I usually like to use liquid glue so it doesn't smash or unemboss that paper I just took that time to run through the machine. So I'm going to take some liquid glue and set this right here on the front of our card. And just that simple layer gives your card, you know, more personality, a little bit extra wow to it. I'm going to run my bone folder along the edge of this again too, so it lays flat. There we go. Got a little sticky on my desk there. Oh well. Okay, and then I'm going to start. I think I like the petunia pop in the middle. So I'm going to just take a little bit of glue here. Maybe. Come on, liquid. There we go. You're just making me work a little extra hard today. I'm going to do it again. Doesn't take much. Liquid glue goes a little bit, goes a long way. And I'm going to just set this about in the center. Doesn't have to be perfect. I am going to use the little eyelets on my embossing to make sure it's at least straight. And it's not centered, but we're going to layer some more on there. Then we'll take some of this Shy Shamrock. We'll see. This will be a good test to see if I know all the names of my end colors. Being that they're new, it's going to take me a while to get the names right. Then I'm going to just lay this, I don't know, something, let's look like there. Again, using my little eyelets up here to make sure that it's straight. We'll lay him about there. And then let's take some of this peach pie. Love this color. I am a peach fan anyway. And now we have a really pretty peach pie end color that will be used again and again. And I'm going to try to make it so they're not like symmetrical. I'm going to just kind of lay that there, but I am going to make sure they're straight by using the eyelet on my embossing. Okay, then we have some Summer Breeze, which might be my favorite. I just said peach pie was my favorite though, huh? Okay, so it's hard to tell which one's my favorite, but I'm going to take this, I'm going to just lay it here so it doesn't really line up with this one. It's kind of staggered on there, making sure again that it's straight with my eyelet embossing down here. And then the last one, like this. And this is Pretty in Pink, which is a really, really pretty color too. But pink's not my favorite, so, oh, and look, I put the glue on the wrong side. So make sure, that's gonna be an oddball right there. We'll see if anybody notices when I send them their card that I put that one strip on upside down. Oh well, that's how it's made by Kathy, not by Hallmark. With this piece, we're gonna take some dimensionals here and just pop it up a little bit. And set that here. So I made me a list here of all the things that I want to tell you today, and we've talked about the in color starter kit. We've talked about all the things that are on my blog, becreativewithkathy.com. We've talked about, oh, and I have swaps. This was one, remember I told you I did this as a make and take, so I have all my swaps to show you that I got when I brought this as a make and take, and I'll show you those at the end. And then I want to tell you about my class coming up. So I do classes here in person at my home, or you can do it virtually online. So the class that I'm doing is May. It's called the Trusty Tool class. And there again, if you want information regarding my classes, I have a new email list. You can join my email list, and I'll put the link to that below. But my email list has all the information for all my classes, and I send that out about the first of the month. So like I said, if you're interested in joining my email list, I'll put that link there, and you can come. My class this month is on the 23rd, which is a Thursday in the afternoon, so if you live in Denver, Colorado, or on Saturday, the 25th. But let me show you those cards real quick. They're 3 simple cards. So the first one, and this one, not upside down, I cased from Jennifer Hill. I think this is one of the cutest cards using that Trusty Tool stamp set. Now, do you recognize these? These are from the new Birdhouse dies, and I love those little cute things like that. Using dies that aren't necessarily how they're supposed to be used, and show you different ways you can use your dies. That's what I mean by that. This is a simple card here, just a little tools. This is actually duct tape. I'll show you how you can use duct tape and put it on your cards. I thought that just manned it up a little bit. How nice would that be, or cute would that be for you to send a duct tape to your father or someone for Father's Day? Or, like this one says, for a happy birthday. And then the last one is this one, which might be my favorite. And it looks like that. So there's the 3 cards from my Trusty Tool kit. Now, if you do it virtual, you'll need to have the Trusty Tool stamps and dies. And if you buy those from me on my online store, I have just a little bit of like a perk. I have some designer series paper here. Looks like this. And it comes with 2 of each pattern. This was the designer series paper that was a celebration item. The backside looks like this. I have some left over, so if you buy the stamp set or the dies, I'll send you a little pack of this. And this is 4x6, cut in 4x6, so it's just perfect for the front of your card. It's on there a little bit, it has a little bit extra hanging over, but it's just fast and easy for me to cut. So if you want to get the stamps and dies and order from me, I'll send you a little perk in the mail along with your packet for the Trusty Tool class. Alrighty, did I get through everything? No, the swaps from this. So when I went to this, let me show you what swaps I got back. So this one is Chris's. Look how cute that is. This is the Everyday Detail dies. Really nice dies. You're really good for layering. This is the zinnia paper. And there you go, like that. This is an embossing folder, and I can't remember the name of it, but that's new too, and a really pretty embossing folder. So that was Chris's card. This is Kathy Hansen's. And when you fold this one, it folds up like this and then stands up like that. Isn't that cute? Look at that is. This is that new designer series paper from the country, and this is the fish set, and I can't remember what it's called. There you go, there's that one. And then this one was Cindy's, using the mailbox stamp set and dies. And I can't remember the name of the die set back here too, but look how cute that is. In fact, she's used a bunch of different dies and stamp sets on that one. So that was from Cindy. And then this one is Terry, and Terry did some piecing. This is designer series paper that she stamped on and then fussy cut and then put it into the pieces of the stamp set. Isn't that cute? That's Terry's. And then this is Janet's, and Janet's is an easel card that goes like this, opens up just like that. Cute. And I can't remember the name of this stamp set either, but look how cute that wagon is. And then there's a couple more. This is Amy's. Look how cute with those little walrus. And there's Amy. Whoop, here, I'll take the tag. You see, she just used the little hearts and the little parts of the stamp in there. Adorable. And then last but not least, this was Phoebe's with that new design. I think that's the new designer series paper, and this ribbon. This ribbon, so you know, is really soft and flexible. So I bet you that'd be easy to tie into knots too. So there you go. There's my cards from my swap. These are my cards today and a swap. Like I said, I still have 3 packets of swaps. So if you want one, just reach out, let me know. Make sure I have your address, and I'll mail you one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you back here next Monday. Take care. Bye-bye.